Anyways, hi everyone, welcome to Retro Book Club. I'm somehow older, but Retro Book Club is still a very chaotic fucking mess. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Happy belated, have some trash.
Fuck you. That only reminds me that at some point I'm gonna have to try my hand at the Kuso.
Sometime.
Someday. Anyways, it's your usual host, Anon Radio and Okami Games. Hello.
Hey.
And we got our 3 torture subjects to join us on this madness. First of all, we have Anon Kobold.
Yo.
Was that a Pac-Man sound, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
Not my back. Did that actually get picked up by the mic?
Yes.
That was me. That was me
Yes.
unzipping my hoodie.
It sounded like Pac-Man. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
Alright, I'm gonna have to listen to the tape on that later.
Sure. I'll be sure to clip it later. We also have StarmanRandom.
Yeah, what about what's going on? Who cares?
Good intro.
Yeah,
Good
that sounds about right.
And last but most certainly not least, we have Veritasu. And before you ask, yes, we do have donuts. They're at the center table.
Oh, good.
Okay.
We came-
I was told to expect crullers.
We came prepared this fuck.
Donuts. And yet you do this to me.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh.
Wait, didn't I introduce it on?
Yes,
You did.
you did.
Okay.
You went down the
I'm
list.
gaslit.
You were too busy laughing at me unzipping my hoodie.
Yeah, that's right.
To be fair, it was very funny.
That's right. It sounded like Pac-Man. Oh, this is so fucking dumb. Okay, well,
We're off to a rolling start here, folks.
rolling start. Anyways, we got the people and we got the games. Nick, what's our order?
It's Anon starting us off.
Nice.
And then it's Toon.
Huh?
And then it's me. And then Veritasu. And lastly, Starman. So,
Alright.
let's begin talking about our first game from the night from Anon. I think this is a game that a lot of people have at least seen before,
Heard of.
but maybe not as many have actually played themselves.
Yeah. Anyone hear of a little diddly called Joy Mech Fight?
Ah, yes.
Oh,
I've toyed with that one, I
almost
think.
my ears.
What the hell did I miss?
Yeah, we're playing Joy Mech Fight.
Oh no. Wait, what's this one?
This is the one that
Yes.
you may not recognize the name tune, but you might recognize the character when you load it up.
Okay, NES.
Yeah, this is an NES game, or rather a Famicom game. I don't think, because was something happened that I was not paying attention to. I'm pretty sure this never got localized.
Oh yeah, I know the character now.
Which is kind of surprising. It seems like they might... Well, then again, I guess it is. It's a late... 93. Crap, this is a late NES game.
Oh god, and also flashing warning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is it NES or is it Famicom?
Well,
Eh,
I mean interchangeable, because
potato.
Flashes!
I was gonna say, Famicom
Wait,
is
I thought I
just
got
Japanese
the
NES.
translated version.
Nope, you didn't.
Oh, did you? Hold on. I might have grabbed the ROM myself, and that might be why.
Huh?
But it's a fighting game, so I don't think you really need the translation for it.
Oh, but then I won't get that sick story.
Yeah, and I think there
Certainly
are things
fucking
where you
yes.
might want it translated, actually, if I remember correctly.
This is that one Gunstar Heroes boss in his younger years, basically.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't argue with that.
curry and rice. Before he got turned into, well, curry and rice.
Man, dude on the left kind of looks like a
What?
in the intro.
Okay, that was weird. I'm sitting here at the title screen just letting it play, and I got an achievement.
I think I actually got the achievement too.
Right,
I wish I could get achievements
okay.
on my thing.
is everybody set to go?
Yep, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Starting-
okie dokie here.
Starting then in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join Mech Fight. 1P. Plot. Friends.
Wait, there's a computer versus computer.
Yep.
Yo, we can have a AI arena.
You sure can.
I might do that later.
Hold on. This is gonna bug me.
Man, it's too bad I don't understand this fucking language.
So what we've got is an alternate universe, Wily and
Luigi.
Light.
No, Dr. Robotnik. It's Dr. Light versus
There we go.
Robotnik. A very gnomish Dr. Light.
How about this one?
Once there were two
That one.
famous robot makers, Little Ermin and Ivan Warner.
Oh, did you grab yourself the translation patch? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I grabbed it from a different source than you linked me, so I probably had the I probably put the non-translated version in the pack for that reason.
Wait, I can't play it as the original? What the fuck? Oh wait, wait.
I think you're picking an opponent,
Oh, okay.
and then
You know, considering how the characters are for this, this is starting to feel like a fighter Mega Man game.
Yeah, a little bit.
ish.
This robot likes making people laugh. Oh dear.
The health system and how you are basically depleting the health bar multiple times instead of like being round based. It kind of reminds me of Injustice in a way.
I don't know how to play this game.
You press buttons, you punch, you
You
kick.
smash buttons.
There's only so many buttons, so at least,
Yeah.
at least you can just you'll probably
I
figure it
threw
out
'em.
eventually.
Get over here.
I guess there's something to really be said for, let's just put, instead of animating a giant character, we'll just put several different sprites and people can imagine the in-between. Kind of works, actually.
I'm in a good round so far. My opponent has not depleted. Oh, well, that's the first bar that you depleted. And you get some health back, that's fine.
The faces that my character makes are kind of hilarious.
Seems like something that would go on like Good Faces bot.
Oh, I just threw my opponent.
I think my opponent's a bit pissed looking at the moves he's using. There we go. I got him.
Somehow I still managed to win that one. Alright.
I'm assuming that after we beat them, we get to potentially play as them?
Maybe.
Like that, if I remember
Looks that way.
correctly.
Awesome.
Get thrown. I get to thrown.
Oh,
Come here.
Yes, we do. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're like working towards unlocking each of them, and then it's gonna be like a mirror match for the last game.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I think the question we all have to ask is this going to be a better fighting game than Urban Champion?
Urban Champion
there you
is
went.
like top tier fighting. I assure you.
it's
Only the best
It
fighting
really
game
is
these
not.
days.
what a very derpy bot.
Kind of reminds me of Kirby.
Yeah,
Wait, this is Kirby when he actually has his full form.
it's
And there you go.
He's like Kirby and Rayman. No, Kirby ate Rayman.
I've figured out how to do a single super, and it goes over you every time. Good. Leap better, please. Ow. Oh, that's gonna take out... Sudden thought, Kirby and Rice. That's a concept. Oh god. My opponent's very not happy with me.
Well, at least for the first couple of fights, it seems like throwing works pretty well.
Yeah. Jumps work with mixed results. Please get...
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? Sure that.
I want to see some of the strats at the comments poll.
Oh,
Hell!
I threw a Hadoken, or this game's equivalent of one, for a second. The special moves seem a bit inconsistent, unless I'm just trying the wrong inputs and I'm just accidentally doing them. I'm not sure, because I'm just assuming the gold standard for fighting games of quarter circles.
So here's the funny thing, I don't know, because I'm not an expert in this sort of field.
Yeah, the gold.
I'm not good at fighting games, so I'll just keep approaching and doing the throw over and over, and it seems to be working so far.
The gold standard for a lot of fighting games is like quarter circle forward, quarter circle back, stuff like that. But this is also in an era where that may not have been really standardized yet.
93. No, by this point, I think we would have had. Like,
There
Oh.
we go.
we definitely had Street Fighter 2. I think we probably had Mortal Kombat.
What about King of Fighters?
I was gonna say Fighting Street.
I don't know if we had King of Fighters, but I think by this point we definitely had like Fatal Fury.
Ooh, okay, okay. I might have found the winning move, depending on how well that works. I haven't really get a good look at it. I'm definitely gonna try that move some more.
This robot is
But what-
average at best.
But it looks like, at least with the fire guy, down plus A or B seems to do a few specials. I've been kind of trying to figure out what I can do with that.
Alright, let's try you out.
Alright, let's go back to this.
Oh god!
Dare you?
German suplex that bot.
Yeah.
It was actually making it a little bit more difficult for me.
Oh god.
There.
Well, they start off easy, and then they get harder. And harder. And harder. That's how this goes.
Difficulty advancement in a fighting game? I've never heard of such a thing.
No way.
Ever heard of everybody's favorite phrase, SNK boss syndrome?
Oh god, don't tell me. Don't tell me we're getting into that.
I mean, I don't know.
Suplex.
Stop running away! Get back here!
But god, like, don't play, like, any SNK arcade mode if you value your sanity.
Yeah, I've heard.
I'm
Nick,
another
are
random...
you seeing this bullshit?
Oh, yeah. I've had that problem a few times. Another interesting thing I'm noticing is there's no walls to mark the end of an arena. Or if there are, I haven't run into any.
I don't think there's an end.
Yeah, it just endlessly goes on.
This could be a GIF. Get over here, you dink. Get over here!
One more hit? Yeah! I feel like I am getting better at fighting in this.
But at what cost?
Get your ass over
Actually
here.
becoming, it's actually looking like it's gonna be close.
Okay, how many do I have on my list now? I've still got 4 to
Someone
go.
might be knocking on my door.
Oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
BRB for a moment.
Okay. Alright, fight number 4.
Alright.
Toss you.
Part 1.
Try this again.
Toss you again.
Get over here. Come on, stop jumping away from me.
It'd be interesting to see if there's like a competitive scene for this game. But I could see people being like really into this.
Potentially.
Alright, so I've taken off. I have taken down a full health bar and I'm still at full health. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good so far against this opponent. Might actually take down your second health bar while I'm at it. Yeah. I'm still at full health, and you're on your last health bar.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Someone's like... I think someone is going to take out my bathroom lights. They're going to be replaced.
Yep. Part 3 of the fight.
Oh god. Okay, you're fighting back. It's not gonna be enough, I'm pretty sure, but you're fighting back now, at least.
Oh my god!
Alright, that's another win for me.
Alright. Yep.
Nope. Okay, I lost my first bit of health.
Seems like it's entirely possible that we'll see some completions of the arcade mode here, depending on how much there is after these 7 fights. Because I got 3 more to go of the initial
fuck.
7 we were given to fight.
No, ditto. I don't want to fight that guy again. Alright, let's try it again.
Bot just went Kenshiro on its ass.
Try it with this guy.
No! God damn it! Now that they're aggressive, they're actually fucking angry.
Yeah, I wonder if difficulty is based off which one you pick, or if it just stays the same, or if it gets progressively difficult.
Apparently this guy is slower, but
Get up!
it's a little bit...
There, I won.
Alright. First round done.
Clap, little bot, clap.
Flap, little bot.
We'll just toss you real quick. Oh god. And get tossed ourselves. You tossed me while I was in my fireball mode. That's some bullshit.
Guess you're not invincible during it.
No.
Oh my gosh. Stop it.
Get up. Well, at least get your next bar down before, before my first bar gets depleted.
Okay, I pulled off a super move somehow, and then he countered with his own.
How much time do we have left?
We're not even halfway through our time with this.
Oh.
We're at 13 and a half minutes in currently. You might not even get the chance to take down my first bar. Oh, yep, you're super dead. Alright, 2 to go then.
Aw, man.
Nice, first part is done.
Did you lose?
Nice.
Oh, I got suplexed.
Alright.
Alright. Next on the list is you.
Vegan for a moment.
Get suplexed, baby.
The guy with bowling ball hands is hard.
Alright.
I mean, I imagine somebody who has bowling balls for hands would hit pretty hard.
Yeah. I win, it's gonna be.
Oh, is that a counter that you have? Oh, that's shitty. If that's what that is.
Okay, I somehow pulled off a super move again, and it may have cost me.
All right, first.
How did I do that?
First bar down.
Oh,
I had him in a pattern, and then twice I did a super move.
You had him in
the others.
You had him in a pattern, and then the pattern stopped patterning.
nice.
It's like, okay, fine.
Progressive pattern is actually pretty cool.
Oh god. Please stop countering my everything. Okay. One more bar. It's been a while since I've done a fight where one of these guys have managed to deplete even a single one of my bars all the way. Like, they've gotten close a few times, but they haven't managed to deplete it the entire way.
I was on a roll there, but bowling ball hands just, I don't know why, but for some reason he's just like my perfect match.
I think I'm getting a pretty good feel for how Fireman here plays.
Don't do this to me, game.
AKA just use the beam. Use the wave. Okay, goodbye.
Oh god. You sure you can mate?
Music's nice.
Ah.
Alrighty.
Get super
Well,
X.
I'm gonna get the luxury of fighting Mr. Bowling Ball Hands, so we'll see how I do against him.
Ball hand.
Maybe you'll do better.
We'll see. I've pretty much obliterated every other opponent, so we'll see what happens.
Let's try you out.
No. No.
Well, if he keeps jumping into my projectile attacks, into my sonic booms. He landed, like, no hits on me. Yeah, I'm back up to full health. Okay.
Your fighting style may be better suited to him.
Maybe. I mean, my fighting style seems to be working just in general. A few more hits, and... Alright. Did you ever manage to actually take down the bowling ball dude? Or did you just go to another fight?
I'm doing the other fights first.
Alright. I just keep punishing him. That's what happens. Throw a fire wave at him. If he jumps over towards me, just punch him.
Chuck.
It works.
There we go. I defeated Knuckle Joe, everyone.
Knuckle Joe.
Excellent.
I mean, that's what his character style kind of looks like to me.
Alright, bowling ball is down.
That's insane strength.
Alright, bowling ball is all I've got left.
Now, we're Knuckle Joe.
I have all of the fighters unlocked.
Nice. Look, I'm gonna call Bowling Ball dude Brain Freeze, because his head kind of looks like a brain and it's white. So
Yeah.
that looks frozen.
Oh, I think I'm fighting a boss. Is this the final fight? Who knows? But we're gonna see if the same strat works. So far, the answer is yes. Oh.
Sorry if you hear drilling.
Okay, maybe it doesn't work as well this time around, but it's still working pretty alright. I think so. makes perfect sense to me.
Sure, why not?
No.
Okay, I think this fighter is probably the best suited to counter brain freeze.
Alright, so the first of the peacocks' health bars is down. Ow. Oh, thanks for the throw, friend. Really appreciate it.
Alright,
And-
what do part 1 is done?
Okay, I've got one more health bar on the peacock to take down, and then we're a donezo with this fight. Oh, nice. Jump backwards into my projectile. That's because that makes sense.
Look at me, now I'm Bowling Hands Man.
Now you can
my
strike
God.
fear into the peacock.
There we go. That was close.
Alright, goodbye, peacock. It's been real.
I don't think this was the best fighter for the peacock.
Oh, I think I beat the game. I think the peacock was the final boss. Is this looks like what would be credits?
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
Nice,
Well, I did it.
Bowling Ball Man.
Ah, damn it.
Bowling Ball Man is dead.
I will try different things until I find something that works. That's not working.
Yo, so I'm gonna be real with you. I've only been playing as the starting character.
You have?
Yes.
Well, at least you'll be very familiar with the starting character.
2 more characters left. Alright, I have Drill Man and I have Wolverine. I was gonna say Claw Man, but Wolverine now fits. Let's go Drillbot.
Oh no, that's apparently the first stage? Question mark?
I was wondering about that map screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got another set of 8 to fight through now.
Oh,
So I guess the first set was like easy difficulty, and now this is medium difficulty, maybe?
That might explain it.
Well, I might as well keep fighting.
oh my gosh. I think
Whoa.
we'll lose the peacock.
Get thrown.
Well, so far, the first fight at least is being still not a challenge. That is to say, I drained your first health bar and you landed 0 hits on me. Okay, well.
I'm going with Hot Man for this one.
Yo, random curiosity, if anybody knows this offhand, since this is a Famicom game. Was this like a Famicom cartridge game, or was this, FDS?
It'd probably have to be a cartridge because the FDS more or less got discontinued by the early
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah, I didn't see anything prompting, like, loading, so I assumed this would be a cartridge-based game. I always like finding Famicom Disk System games, so if this was on that, I would... And somebody knew for sure, I would have tried to keep an eye out for it more so. But I'll probably try to keep an eye out for a copy of this game while I'm out. Apparently one of the places that I frequent, sometime, I want to say it was like last month, they got a copy of Wanpaku Graffiti in.
Ooh, wow, nice.
I may see if they still have it and may try to pick it up. Because Wanpaku Graffiti is a certified good game. Also, the first fight on this level landed absolutely 0 hits on me. Just play too defensively, I guess.
Okay, I may have found a cheesy strat with the starting dude.
What, as playing as the starting dude?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
There we go.
I just keep Hadoukening.
I mean, that's basically what I've been doing.
Alright, I got the last one of the 8.
I've never really worked out how to Hadouken, so I've just been
So with
rolling.
Down, back, and A, question mark?
for me, I'm playing as the fire dude. You just hold down and hit A, and sometimes you'll punch, but sometimes you'll throw a sonic boom. And that has been working out very well for me for like this entire playthrough so far.
Okay.
Once I started doing the strat anyway.
I'm coming for you!
Oh no.
Oh, run, coward!
Okay, I'm gonna try him, and I'm gonna try and actually use
Yoink.
specials.
Eat the bot.
Eat the peacock.
Eat the bot.
The pizza, He-Man. Eat it!
Have you actually fought the peacock yet, Toon?
Not yet. I'm
Okay.
on the last of the 8.
Alright, you'll probably get to the peacock then. It might
Part
be
3.
the peacock. I don't know how Starman's been doing with this game.
I'm trying to figure out how I do that special fire move.
Which one? The one where you, like, roll into a ball and throw yourself
Yeah.
forward? I think it involves quarter circles, but
It seems like something like that.
it
Can't
doesn't.
do it reliably.
Yeah, the input's not always reliable for me either. But a lot of the time when I started using it, it was it liked to miss a lot. But you have two different types. There's the one that you do with the A button, where you basically rocket yourself forward. And then there's the one with the B button, where you go high into the air and then crash down on the opponent.
Alright.
I noticed the B button type seems to generally work better for trying to attack.
Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, what is the flashing?
Oh, you're fighting the peacock now, Toon.
Oh, yeah. This is it. I'm playing as comma. Or quotation. No, quote. I'm just gonna call him quote.
You're doing what was described in my chat earlier as the Buster only run.
Me?
Basically just plays the default character.
There we go. Finally took out the cock. By spamming the Hadouken over and over.
Yeah, that sums up what I did.
What the hell?
We got about 2 minutes left with this game, by the way.
Huh, I beat it.
Well, did you beat the
You beat the
peacock?
first stage.
Yeah, if you beat the peacock, there's still more after that. You're gonna see credits roll, and then and then you're gonna go on to the next set of 8 that you have to fight.
Insert typical Konami. Now played on hard mode.
Yeah.
You've now unlocked Luigi.
Alright, there we go. I deleted their first health bar.
Looks like you two are keeping pretty even with each other so far.
Yep, stage 1 clear.
There you go. Now you can enter stage 2.
Fuck! Get off of me!
Well, this fight's been kind of lame so far.
Try you out. And screw it, why not?
There we go.
Less than 1 minute left on the clock, by the way. I want to see if I can at least take you down before we hit time, but I don't think I'm going to, because I still got, like, a health bar and a half. Oh, maybe I will. Depends on how much you decide to block from this point forward. That throw will definitely take you down to your last health bar. Oh, I'm definitely not gonna drain that last one in 15 seconds. See how much of it I can drain, though. About half.
Peacock is dead.
Nice, right at the
Time.
buzzer.
Just in time.
Nice.
Alright. When we come back, June's game will be up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Yay.
See you guys soon.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I manage to do that?
I can tell you how I managed to do it with cheese.
Well, that's pretty much fighting in a lot of fighting games.
I couldn't really cheese
Yeah.
a peacock.
Well, that's a lot of fighting games when you're trying to blindly play them fast.
Yeah.
Because, like, a lot of fighting games do have their nuances and whatnot.
Jeez.
Especially with games like Guilty Gear Strive that are still pretty recent.
This one's gonna be a tight. Alright.
Stage 1 cleared. Stage 2. Welcome back, everyone.
Time for another game.
Oh boy. Alright. So, I found this game. Oh.
Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. I forgot to flip all this stuff. There we go. Now,
Okay.
now you're good.
Okay. I'm confused now. Is this the backup game that I sent you?
No.
No? Oh! Not what I expected. Okay. I must have forgotten. Okay. Well, I'll
Use
put that.
your own game.
Yeah, I looked at the wrong list.
Oops.
Alright, so, you know what? It's whatever, because I know what we got now.
Yeah.
So, I played this game, or at least the first game, on one of those plug-and plays.
I'm definitely more familiar with the first game for that same reason. I had one on a plug and play.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
The-
second one?
The second one
That-
definitely takes some liberties compared with the first one.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. Anyways, I hope you're ready to have Trouble in Paradise, because we're playing Dig Tug
Dig Tug
2,
2.
Trouble in
Yep.
Paradise.
Yep.
How bad is it? Because you just had that,
It's-
that sort of vibe.
If you're playing it expecting more of Dig Dug 1, keep looking.
No.
Oh, it's more like one of those games where you're trying to trap in balls, or I guess in
Kind of.
this case,
Yeah, I was
bits of
thinking,
land.
I was almost thinking like, not exactly kicks, but it's
Crocodile
not.
or
You can make
something?
worse comparisons.
Yeah, Kicks is not a terrible comparison. Kind of surprised we didn't get. Well, then again, the original Dig Dug would have been a little on the older side by the time the NES came out.
There was there an NES port for Dig Dug 1?
I
wanna say there
think
was.
there wasn't an NES one. I think it may have been a Famicom one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I played the Famicom port for Mappy for a mystery tournament, and I don't recall that getting a North American release, not on NES anyway.
Yeah, Mappy didn't.
Oh my god, my foot just playing dots and boxes.
This is what?
This is just dots and boxes.
Alright, is everyone ready?
Yep.
No, but I'm gonna have to.
Alright. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dig Dug 2. Trouble in Paradise.
Double the trouble.
So you can still fight enemies in the same fashion that you fight them in Dig Dug 1. Like, that is still an option. But you're gonna find that, you're gonna want to try to die like me. Whoops.
Oh no, I sawed myself off.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna be taking out chunks of the land to try to take down enemies.
Yeah, that's the most effective way of doing it.
Sure is.
Wait, most effective, as if it's like not the only thing.
No, I mean, you can use your pump.
Yeah, you can use the pump like how Dig Dug 1 works. But sawing off parts of the ground is the most efficient way to do this. Oh god, I did not saw that off the way I was hoping I would. I don't know how long this will last just on account of arcade game, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We may have like a few goes at it.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
I
no.
played this a fair bit as a kid because a friend of mine had it.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that this game is sorely lacking compared with Dig Dug 1. The music's always playing, as opposed to Dig Dug 1, where it only plays when you're moving.
Got it.
Ah.
Oh. Oh, that was a mistake.
Okay, now I'm getting more used to this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way the game dictates which side of the land gets broken away when you saw it in half is it takes away the smaller side.
Yeah, kicks rules.
Yeah. Oh,
I forget how
whoops.
many stages this has. It has a...
Oh, is there actually a finite number of stages? I guess that kind of makes sense.
I mean, it
'cause
loops after a certain point.
okay.
Hey, I got a 1-up.
Because I'm fairly certain that this was on Game Center CX before.
Yeah, I'm alas not great at Dig Dug 2.
Fish.
Eesh.
Yeah,
Like,
still
I'm-
alive.
Like, I'm alright enough to know what I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in it, but how to, like, maximize my ability to not play like a dumb. Good question.
Alright, cool.
Ah.
Oh boy. Nope, 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 nope.
Island hopping.
Nope, 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 nope.
I'm getting it now.
Nope.
No.
I'm always doing better on my second run. Oh.
Ah! I almost had them all lured in.
Ah, damn it.
There we go.
Oh, I thought I had an extra life. Apparently I didn't.
Oh.
Alright, well now I know how to play.
I just gained an extra life.
Nice.
I assume it's point-based. Oh, well. That's a waste.
Go away.
So another interesting thing, I don't know how many people have noticed this, but if you make lines with the, with your, jackhammer,
Try and slow that down a little bit.
enemies can't cross over them.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
So you might be able to take
Yeah, but
advantage
they
of...
have to do the...
Yeah,
do the thing.
yeah, they gotta, like, do their stupid, ghost maneuvers.
No, I fell over.
Well, this has been a pretty good run so far. I'm up to round 7, I haven't died yet.
Unfortunately, that's where I started failing badly. I'm down to my last life, and I... Oh, there were 2 of them. Yep, game over.
Yeah, I'm trying to kind of bait them, but it's not the easiest thing to do. Oh, and... You jerks! Wonderful. Alright, I'm gonna do this my own way now. Apparently. I'm not gonna get good points, but I don't care. I got him. Alright, into round 8.
Bad game to be
yo!
Oh, good.
Goodbye.
Oh, this. Oh boy, this is a large map. Oh god. Okay, I might just need to start taking enemies down on the regular basis the old-fashioned way. Whoa! Okay, we're fine for now.
No! Game over.
Oh no.
I think there's a continue code.
Probably, I wouldn't doubt it. Is that it? Yep, that's it for this round. Alright. On to round 9. Oh, no, now I see what the deal is with the extra life. They put it back into your count, between rounds.
Haha.
Goodbye.
Oh wow, I lost a life as I gained a life. Incredible.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah, at least you came out even.
Yeah. I would have rather had the extra life outright, but whatever.
Fuck! I ran into the fire.
I know. Ah.
Ooh, wow, that was a 50,000 bonus.
Die.
I'm definitely making a good push this time. I'm in round 11.
Oh, very well. Oh, that almost reminds me of Tarjuraga.
Jurassic is a interesting game.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, this is not gonna end well, is it? Nope. Maybe. Nope.
I should bring Quest to the Retro Book Club sometime.
What?
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 And the music's
Oh, God.
blaring in my ears, and I don't know why Discord's silent.
Ah,
Alright.
I hate it when the guys get on top of each other like that.
Alright, round 11 is the round that I decided to start being bad.
I'm always bad. I'm bad.
I'm bad. I'm surprised nobody's given out bad dudes yet.
Give it time.
Yeah, all in due time. It's definitely in my list of games that I would probably make people play at some point, but I just have other things I would rather give out. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah.
Nice. Triple kill.
Alright, well, I'm on my last life now, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Which means I need to be careful.
Ah!
Okay, through round 12.
I forget what the farthest I've ever made in this game is. Probably not farther than, like, 11.
Oh, I have a different look now in round 13. You know what? I'm curious about something, so I'm going to pause for a second.
Goodbye.
Come over here. Ah, dang it.
Beginner.
Oh god. I want to look at the long play to see how long the game goes on for before it loops.
Yeah.
Well, if the long play is to be believed, it loops after round 45.
Oh, wow. Jesus.
I'm only taking a quick glance at it, so, that could be entirely wrong, but... Oh, fuck, I have done this incorrectly.
No.
Damn it! You know what?
Yeah.
I took some things down with me. I'm gonna call that successful. How much longer do we want to go with this game, by the way? You guys still get to go for a while longer?
I'm okay with it if everyone else is.
I'm fine when everyone else is. Also, gonna look up that continue.
I don't know. What about Anon?
Oh, there's a level select.
Oh.
Wait, there is?
Yes.
How?
Let's see. Reset. Press select A and start on title
Shit.
screen after scrolling.
A, select and start. Got it.
Now, it's supposed to work. Do it.
Yeah,
Again. Select, let's say, let's start.
yeah it doesn't seem to be working for me.
Uh,
Oh, I got it.
plus
I got it to work.
Did?
Yeah, it might be simultaneous. I was holding select and A as I hit start.
Ah, that's probably it.
Alright, so let's see what this count goes up.
Oh no. Game over.
Ooh.
I died around 9. Which is actually better.
Damn it.
Long lasting.
I don't
Okay.
want to do it.
The round select goes up to round 72.
Alright, so what'd you say it was? It was...
After the title screen finishes scrolling, press and hold select while simultaneously pressing A and start.
Damn it.
I haven't been able to get to work yet, but
A...
I got it to work
Select.
once, but it doesn't seem to always want to work.
yeah, it's a bit finicky.
Select A. What would A be on a PS4 controller? Is it down facing button or right?
A on a PS4 controller, at least for me, is circle.
Okay.
Ah!
You got it?
No.
Oh, oops.
I accidentally... Oh, crap.
God damn
Did
it.
not mean to resize my window. I'm gonna keep trying this.
I leaned forward and my headphone decided to shoot all the way up on volume.
Oh.
It's now the mystery of how the fuck to get it to work. I don't think it's gonna work.
It worked once for me. So, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Alright. If everyone else is ready to go on, I am.
I'm good when everyone else is.
Alright, and I see a non on round 1 as well, so I'm gonna call this a mercy kill at this point. And...
Not bad, but it's an arcade game at heart.
yeah. We knew what we were getting ourselves into, so... when we come back, it's my game next. See you in a bit.
See you guys soon.
See ya.
Yeah.
I am glad I at least tried it.
Yeah, it's
At least it's not
Not
Biggie's
bad.
Day Out.
yeah, that's true.
Gotcha. That game. Oh, even the demo died.
Even demos must die.
Rip demo. So earlier I got a Big Brain Academy. And, oh wait, yeah, no, I already told you guys.
Yep.
Holy fuck, and it said that memorization was my best. No, fuck it isn't.
Alright, well, We are back. It's time for my game.
Oh no.
I think I was being nice with this one.
Being
Because,
nice? No way.
well, I've seen this game before, and I got the luxury of getting to play it for the first time not too long ago, and this is a game that blends together two genres that I don't usually see together, so it definitely was interesting to me for that reason alone. So, this is a early PS1 game that known as Jumping Flash.
Ah, old enough that it's got the long box.
Indeed.
The long box.
Box?
Yeah, because PS1 games, way, like, early on in the PS1 life cycle, they were, like, long boxes, but it wasn't too long before they started using the more standard-sized jewel cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, back whenever it was like, oh, well, we should waste as much packaging as possible and make it weak and flimsy.
Yeah.
Because that's the way of the future.
Look, man. Give the Sega Saturn a break.
Makes me miss the big box games.
Box.
But yeah, Jumping Flash is a first-person platformer, if you're unfamiliar with it.
First-person platformer. Interesting.
I played it for a mystery tournament not too long ago, and it was pretty enjoyable.
For reference, no, the system didn't crash. But I just missed that sound with the PS1. And resetting it wouldn't work because all it does is reset the game or the ROM.
Okay, that's weird.
I don't know who here is familiar with Jumping Flash, because apparently it's, like, at least a decently popular game. Like, I think it's on the, if you had the PlayStation Mini, because, you know, everybody loves the PS Mini, clearly. I had to stop myself during that statement, so that's how you know it's authentic. It's a authentic statement. Apparently Jumping Flash is on there.
Oh, I feel like I've seen this game. It's like you're piloting a mecha or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did we get the countdown yet?
Not yet.
No.
Okay.
It's actually going to recognize my input this time.
Yeah, I was noticing that Veritasu was having a few problems, so...
There we go. Okay.
Hope you got it?
Yep, I got it.
Excellent.
For some reason, the first emulator I pulled up didn't actually want to recognize my input.
Hey, I'm set to go when everybody else is. Is everyone else ready?
Mm-hmm.
I am.
Yeah, I
Okay.
pretty much am. I was trying to get my volume mixer up, but for some reason, my computer is like, no, you don't get access to it.
Alright, I'm seeing a black screen on Anon's stream for some reason. Oh, is that just because your emulator's paused?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure that was something accounted for. Alright then, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping Flash.
Alright.
Oh yeah, get used to Circle being confirmed in this one.
It's one of those games.
Circle being what?
Confirm.
Ah, okay. I'm okay with that.
They didn't bother to change it from the Japanese, I see.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays that's, I'm pretty sure, standardized throughout. But your goal in each stage is to collect 4 carrots located throughout the stage. You can find them on your radar in the top right, and you have you can do up to a triple jump. So you can get a pretty decent amount of height. And then you have shoot and special.
A
So
very interesting game.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed
much.
Jumping Flash.
It seems
Hold on,
like
I need to turn this down. I can barely hear any of you.
Sure.
seems like it might actually be a 3D platformer pre Mario 64 that might actually be pretty good.
Yeah. Like it's got some obvious looks of like early PS1, but I don't think that's a horrible thing in this case.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Rockets.
So the game is, I believe it is 6 worlds, 3 stages per world.
Ready to go?
What? What do you mean I can't jump over the bell tower?
And there's also a second Jumping Flash game. I haven't played the second one though, but from what I've seen, it's more or less the same. Okay, there's one. And unfortunately, I'm getting a few graphical glitches on my emulator, but we can live with that.
Bonus stage.
Is gonna put me high enough up? Nope.
Now I want to see what that is. Oh,
Okay, that's 2 jet pods, 3, and I see what the 4th one is. And yeah, I do agree with Billy. This is first-person platforming done right, in my opinion.
no, it's a heck of a lot better than Bubsy.
Roman candle.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't exactly call Bubsy first-person platforming.
No,
All right.
Perfect.
But, like, it's an interesting mashup of genres that you don't see that often, a first-person platformer. Which I think is one of the reasons why this game intrigued me for the longest time.
Okay, how to get up to those islands?
Oh, I'm at the boss.
Oh, okay.
Alright, time to make use of the, this button that allows me to just aim around.
The
R1. You're gonna be
R2
Nature in the rough.
R1 for
or
me.
R1.
Oh, do they both work? Yeah, they both work. I use R1. But they either work, I guess.
This is a neat concept.
Either way, it's a button that you're gonna be using for bosses somewhat frequently.
Hop.
Alright, first boss is dead.
All right.
Oh no, is this lava?
Yeah, the 1-2 has some lava.
Oh. I'm pretty sure I don't want to land on the hot pan, do I?
The hot hand.
No,
I'm-
hot pan.
Pretty sure the PS1 has R2.
pretty sure it has what?
PS1 controllers have R2 and L2.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Not just L and R. Yeah. That's always something
Yeah,
I need to
where's
double
the
check myself
exit?
because I didn't really play a whole lot of PS1 games, and the ones that I played didn't really use a second R and L button. Alright, so your second world is
Guys, I found egg.
oh, excellent. Your,
Egg.
so the second world is more of a desert motif. I remember the next stage being kind of almost Doom-like, where it's not really much of a platformer. It focuses more on the shooting part because you're in pretty cramped quarters instead of it being a pretty open stage like this.
Oh, they're not all open like this?
No. There's a handful of stages where you're instead in pretty cramped quarters, and you gotta navigate your way through.
Oh, there's the exit.
Egg hurts.
I will say something I'm not the biggest fan of is how the camera pans down when you activate your double and triple jump. Because sometimes that can make it a little bit hard to see where you're going, but it does kind of make sense from the idea of you want to see where exactly you're landing.
Yeah.
But considering that that's often a big problem with early platformers like this.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm fighting a dragon.
Yeah, perspective is never going to be the problem in landing your jumps. Just figuring out where to go.
No. Ow! Why does he sound like a seal when I jump on him?
Shrug.
You jump on enemies.
Yeah, you can jump on enemies.
Yeah, you can.
Why not?
You can jump on some.
Oh, some.
Yeah.
There's others that will hurt you.
Yeah, the Goomba Stomp strat is powerful for some bosses.
Oh, I'm walking on a lake of lava. Ooh. Ooh,
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, last I checked, that's not good for your health.
Dragon Slayer. He spun to his
How about
death.
you, Faith?
He died as he lived, spinning to his death.
Go. Let's go. Oh god. Let's go this way.
World 1
I think I'm
cleared.
going the right way. Alright, so you're going on to World 2 then.
Yep.
Also, I don't think stages are long enough for this to really be something you have to check regularly. But if you're ever curious how many carrots you've collected of the 4, the thing in the top middle is what tells you how many carrots you have so far in the stage.
All right.
Alright, I believe I'm on to the boss of World 2 now.
Nope. Let me in, please. Thank you.
And let me in.
Where the hell?
Sometimes they get pretty tricksy with where they hide carrots, so...
Roman candle.
I feel like this is a good strat. This boss is pathetic so far.
Never talk shit about bosses.
Dude, the boss
Unless
is...
it actually is super depressing.
Dude, the boss is fucking dead already.
Easter Island head. Oh, never mind then.
A Maui.
You have found the
Maui.
Moai head.
Moai.
What's with the Japanese and Moai?
I don't know.
Where the hell do I go now for my next
If I want
one?
Moai in my video game, I'll go play Gradius. Yeah, exactly. Konami intensifies. I mean, it is a known fact that my main in Konami Crazy Racers
Oh,
is Moai
I
head.
fill up the thing.
Even though Goemon is arguably better.
Fuck that, Moai head all the way.
Ready to go?
Alright, World 3 won. Ooh, World 3 has fans. Fans and looks like some minecarts.
Are you ever gonna...
Oh no, trains. This is kind of like a carnival-ish stage. Is what I'm thinking of.
Rockets.
Crap. How did I miss that? Whatever.
Oh my god, there's 3 over here. Are you joking me?
Doom.
Roman candle. Time up.
Yeah, I usually like to save the special weapons for the bosses.
Understandably.
Because it turns out they're kind of useful at grading their health. Especially since you gotta kind of do a lot of damage to them and make sure you don't die yourself. You don't really gotta do a whole lot of fighting in the regular stages.
As it turns out, I'm just playing the mech from Codename Kids Next Door.
Yeah, that's what I was getting feelings of. The
Just trying to
giant
remember.
bunny mech that number 2 wielded.
Go to
Always
exit.
getting crushed.
All right.
Let's be real. Codename
I
Kids
need
Next
that
Door was a
badly.
fucking amazing show.
Yeah.
Jump. Okay, I found the exit. Where the fuck is my carrot?
Where is your carrot?
Oh no. Owie.
Alright, 3, 2.
Ready to go?
I got more time for. Oh, hit over there.
Oh, is that a moving carrot? Oh,
my
for
God,
God's
don't tell me
sake.
that. Is that actually the case?
It's moving on my radar.
It's hard to get all of the balloons. In the
Oh,
bonus
it's on a
stage.
conveyor belt up there. Oh, I get it. That makes sense. Oh, well.
Ow!
Oh, I guess I'll go get that later. Is this the end of the... this is the end of the conveyor belt. Yes! Actually, maybe I can jump my way past the conveyor belt. That might be the winning strat. Yeah, this works just fine, actually. Just keep jumping past the conveyor belt. Easy.
Alright. Aloha's Egypt.
Okay, the exit's there. I think that's the carrot I tried to get earlier, but was unsuccessful. Is it here? Yep, there. Oh, it's right in front of me. Damn it. I got a time extend. There we go. There's the...
Oh crap. Hi.
There we go. Finally,
There's
Hi,
the
here.
jetpack
No.
obtained.
Owie.
Okay, what's next? Well, let's go for this one next. The one that's just having the time of its life on a trampoline. Okay, now...
Oh my god, I've taken some LSDs, I guess.
Oh, there's the last jet pod. Okay. That's all
Nick,
of
I'm
them.
on some sort of drug, apparently.
Oh, I think he picked up the invincibility power-up.
Oh, is that what that is?
I think. I'm not 100% sure what everything is in this game, and I don't think I really ended up picking up a whole lot of invincibility power-ups, or whatever that power-up is if it's not invincibility.
I can't see shit. Cherry bomb.
Alright, World 3 boss.
Ready to go?
Oh god. Welcome to Teacups.
What, like spinning teacups?
Something like that.
I might actually die in this stage.
Ah, there's no health pickups.
Oh god damn. I'm gonna die.
Ah.
Yep. That's one life.
Well, the game gives you at least a few lives, and it's not the hardest game, and you can pick up some extra lives as you go along.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing is just how rough the game is sometimes with its architecture. Right now, I'm in confined space.
Yeah. Well, there's not too many confined space stages. I think there's another one in, like, World 4 or World 5. But most of the stages are open stages.
I have to pick up all the carrots again.
Funny. I was actually going to choose
crap, the
a
enemies
mech
respawn.
game.
Oh, were you actually thinking of picking Jumping Flash?
No, Mech Warrior.
Ah.
Look at let's
Back
see.
off!
Hey,
All right.
World 3's done.
Ow. Ow. Fucking hell. God, I can't win with this.
Also, we're only about 16 minutes into this game so far. We still got some time with this. Unless people are feeling done with this, but I think people are having an alright enough time with this game.
It's fun.
Oh god, I forgot that World 4 is ice physics.
Oh god.
Oh no.
The hell hit me?
I do think World 4 is the other world that has a, confined, stage in the form of 4-2.
Oh my god, come on.
Oh, cool. Got one up.
No, no, no. Come on.
There we go.
Go to exit. Go, 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 go.
Here it is.
Made it.
Alright, speaking of go to exit, where the hell is the exit anyway? I have not
Is that next to my
seen
dog?
anything resembling an exit. At least not yet.
I think it just got an extra life. Yeah, I got an extra life.
Nice. Except for the one I think you lost a life earlier, you mentioned?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Except for the one that you lost. I mean, I don't really anticipate game overs, because, like, I find it hard to die to enemies, like, by losing too much health, aside from maybe if you're fighting a boss. But, like, regular enemies, that's not really too much of a concern, usually. But there's always the looming fear of accidentally jumping off a cliff, but...
Scorpion King is dead.
He says as I lose a life, 2 enemies.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, but it's not as much of a fear. Like, I don't think you're gonna have too much trouble with, at least ensuring you don't get a game over. And I think even if you do get a game over, I want to say the penalty is just you restart the world you're on.
Ready to go?
And yeah, World 4-2 was the other stage I was thinking of that is a pretty confined area. Much like 2-2. But it's also fun because you get to go in the water.
No.
Water physics.
I don't think there's really...
No.
I don't think the water really affects the physics that much from what I remember. It's kind of just there to have a water filter on it. And you're not in the water for too long anyway.
Where? Ow. I stepped in spikies.
Oh, don't do that. Alright, where are we going next?
Oh, Zawarudo.
I see another jet pod over there. I want it. Thank God you can see jet pods through walls.
Yeah, where the heck are the other carrots?
There's one jet pod left somewhere. Oh, I apparently got the improved radar that shows me the general direction where the remaining jet pods are.
Nice.
Temporary power-up, but still helpful. Because tracking down those jet pods can sometimes be a big pain. I think when I had to play this game, I was stuck on... I think it was 5-1 for a while, because I could not find one of the jet pods, because it was, like, out in the middle of nowhere. Which, hey, maybe I'm probably going to be getting to that stage, because I'm on the World 4 boss now.
Uh-oh. Oh no, it's the
How many
LSD.
worlds did you say there were total?
I believe there's 6 worlds in total.
Crap.
Uh-oh.
If you keep this up, oh no, we're at 20 minutes, so no, you're not gonna be able to finish, but
I might be able, well, it depends on how World 5 goes, but I probably will be able to at least make it to World 6. When you go into the boss with power-ups, it's pretty pathetic.
go here.
I think when I played this, like, semi-blind for a tournament race, I think I finished it in around 50 minutes.
All right.
I can believe it.
Right,
Found
out
the
of here.
exit, but I still need 2 more carrots.
Make sure to make use of your radar whenever you can.
I don't know what my...
It's in the corner.
I know that, but, like, would
The
carrots really show up in it?
The orange dots on your radar are carrots, or the exit.
Ready to go?
That, they looked red to me, but okay.
Okay. Well, there's also red dots on there.
I found one of my, carrots.
This is the pretty open stage that I remember getting lost in for a while. 5-1. Maybe I'll remember where that jet pod that I had so much trouble trying to find was, and maybe then it will be a non-issue. I think that was the one that I had trouble trying to find. Whether it is or isn't, I'm gonna go try to get that next.
Maybe that's not the most... Maybe that's not the greatest strategy for that boss.
Boing.
Oh, did you do the boing strat?
Yeah.
The Goomba strat? It works okay. It actually worked out pretty alright for me. Oh, I got the time stop again. Alright. That should be the 3rd jet pod, yep. Now, to find... Okay, so there's the exit. Where's that last jet pod? Is it this way? Might be. Oh.
Oh, oh, oh. Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Alright.
HP charge. Okay. Oh, was it up this? Yeah, it was up this. That's right.
I keep wishing I had twin stick controls for this.
Would be nice. But with this also being early PS1, this is all that also means this is like pre-DualShock.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
need a
digital.
power pill. I want my fucking... Stop it with the LSD effects. I really need to find this carrot.
Alright. Let's just make our way to the exit now. Yep, there's the exit.
All right.
Stage clear.
Owie.
Damn it, I used all my rockets.
That's a shame. Alright, 5-2.
Ow, ow, ah, hey!
Ready to go?
Leave me alone.
I got a Roman candle.
Yeah.
And well, there's the first jet pod. Jet pods left. 3.
Again with the power pill.
Another one down this way. Yeah, jumping across is going to be the way to go. Alright, and yeah, I see another one up there in the air.
Nick, this radar is kind of fucking useless to me. It's not showing me.
Yeah, the problem with the radar is it only covers such a wide range. There is a power-up that you can pick up that allows you to temporarily see stuff past what the radar normally covers. So that's good for just having a general idea of what direction you need to go in to pick up a carrot or find the exit, whatever you're looking for.
Oh, I found it. Why is it all the way out here in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Alright, where is the exit now? Oh, is it above me? I bet it's above me.
Alright, I know where I gotta go now.
Oh, yep, there's the exit.
All right.
Alright. Playland.
So what does the money actually do?
Points.
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 You can earn extra life if you get enough.
Alright, boss time. I'm probably gonna at least enter World 6 before we hit 30.
Ah!
You okay?
I fell into the empty void of nothingness.
I found
no.
cubes!
Wait, don't tell me.
Alright.
Oh,
Oh god. Hi, my octopus friend.
no!
Oh god. I am very high up in the air.
Damn it!
Oh hey, I think some of the
Bonus
walls are
Get to
destructible.
it.
Oh god. Okay, this might have been
Oh,
a
no.
mistake.
Guys, I found Rainbow Road.
Oh, yeah, you're in that
It's
stage.
called a Rainbow Road.
Where you go when you die.
Oh, is this boss just, like, roulette? Well, it doesn't matter, because it's gonna die when it reforms again here. Yeah. Thanks for playing. Alright. Into 6-1. I know 6-1 is the normal stage, and then 6-2 and 6-3 are both boss stages. 6-2, you have to fight your evil twin, and then 6-3 is the final boss.
Take a good look. I knew this might happen, so I created this secret machine.
I'll let you enjoy this cutscene instead, then.
Power of science.
Nice! Oh, fuck, I forgot there's 4 jet pods. Where's the last one?
Ready to go?
World 6-1, start.
Found it.
Oh yeah, this has big-ass jump pads. Oh, well. I thought I still had a jump on me, but I guess not.
Get ready.
Well, the good news, I got an extra life in the bonus stage. The downside, I immediately lost it by jumping into the void again.
Excellent.
Oh, no.
Okay, so that's where one jump pod is. Yeah, we should maybe not screw around this time around. Whee! Now let's land first and then jump. That seems like a good idea.
Does it?
And it worked out well for me. Time stop.
Ow. What?
Okay, I need to be able to bounce high. Why can I not just bounce high while time is stopped? That's stupid. Whatever. I got one carrot.
Last time.
Yeah, I noticed it. Try to reach over to stop it.
Alright.
I was bad at stopping it. Alright, well, with that's done, we've got 2 games left for tonight. So, when we come back, it'll be Veritasu's game next. We'll see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, I like Jumping Flash. Oh yeah, since I keep seeing it on my Twitter feed, happy Endwalker Day if you play Final Fantasy XIV.
And who?
Endwalker, it's a DLC for 14.
Yeah, new expansion that probably dropped today, and many people have been very excited for it.
Good for them.
14, the MMO.
Yeah, 14's the MMO. Alright, and we are back for the 4th game of the night from Veritasu.
Well, I have a proclivity, it seems like, to bring licensed games to the table, and tonight is no exception.
Yeah, for a system that we have seen, like, only a handful of times that I can think of.
Yeah, it's one that kind of gets overlooked a lot, and I think that's kind of a shame because it's got some good titles on there. I actually own this one, but on a different system, though
Yeah,
it's practically the same system, just portable.
Ah.
I brought Jurassic Park for the Master System.
Alright.
Yeah, I was curious how similar this might be to the Genesis version, because that one I had beaten. But
This one is I mean, it's a side-scrolling action platformer, but it's very different.
yeah, it seemed pretty different from when I played this for a little bit to make sure it worked.
Wait, didn't we play this kind of game before?
I checked.
don't-
The only Jurassic Park I saw that had been on Retro Book Club was the Super NES one.
Yeah. The SNES one's the only one I remember being on here. Which, that's its own beast.
Yeah.
That's the one where we had Mr. DNA.
Yes.
Yep.
And also had the first-person segments.
Oh, yes, Doom.
The wonderful first-person segments, reminiscent of Wolfenstein 3D.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Doom.
Jurassic Stein 3D.
And yet I can't deny that that's probably my favorite Jurassic Park game. Maybe from that rail shooter arcade game. Awesome.
Yeah, the Genesis version was interesting. The main thing anybody who plays the Genesis version remembers is the raft stage. Because, oh dear god, that stage is garbo.
And the fact that you get to play as a raptor.
Oh, that too. Alright, I'm ready when everybody else is.
I'm ready when everyone else is.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jurassic Park. Yep, that's a scream. There's the island.
Are we gonna get some Bit Crunch Jurassic Park music?
This has more of an intro than I was expecting for a SMS game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was long dead by this point in the US, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
Europe,
this.
Brazil.
This seemed like a Europe-only game because Master System. Oh, the Master System did really well in other territories. Just not so well, like, here. Because the NES existed.
Yeah.
Which I'm ish okay with because, I play, like, a handful of Master System games, and I have never been a fan of the Master System sound chip.
It does not have the best one.
Oh.
Although the FM synthesizer that you could get in Japan, I think, actually is better.
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, that said, there are a few Master System soundtracks that I'm into. Like, Wonder Boy 3 is my go-to example for Master System soundtracks. Because Wonder Boy 3 is a real good Master System game that we got over here.
Yeah.
Good enough
I will note, if you go to the pause screen, you have 3 different weapons you can use with different types of attack. So just to be aware of that.
I'm never sure how to feel about that on a Master System because of the Master System's control scheme when it came to the pause button.
Yeah.
Is bit of a lesson for those who aren't aware or may have forgotten. Master System has 2 buttons. A and B. Does not have a start button. The start button is on the console itself.
Ooh.
But thankfully nowadays, even playing on original hardware, there's alternatives like, you know, using a Genesis controller, which has a start button. And that's usually what I do. I just throw my Master System games into the Genesis, and then boom, easy start button. Oh, this may not end well for me.
Oh, and I should note, how well you do. Ah, darn it! In the Jeep stage does affect the side-scrolling stage.
Go to the action
So,
stage.
Did we start, or?
Yes, we did.
Oh, right.
I'm noticing I've got, somewhat... Well, I don't know if I'd say it's difficult platforming per se, but... And it is giving me some, beginner's trap feelings.
Man, God really hates me.
And look... This is gonna take some getting used to. Oh boy. Again, I did not manage to kill... I also did not manage to kill the boss of the, driving stage. Okay, we're just gonna say no to this and maybe try a different stage.
I get to try and remember how to do. Oh, right.
Oh no, I got bit in the crotch and died.
Let's do this one.
Ah.
And this looks like maybe a slightly better...
Okay, so how do I shoot this? Oh, okay. There we go.
I died in a fire. God really fucking hates me. Oh my god, it does chase me
Ooh.
up there.
Extra life.
Ah, darn it. I have completely forgotten how to fight this boss.
Hey, I got a little man.
A little man.
A little man. I'm pretty sure that's an extra life that you got then.
Yeah.
Yo, anytime you want to die would be great.
Yeah.
I don't like this game.
Yeah. I didn't get to play far past the driving stage because I died because the level design was stupid and dumb and stupid. I'm trying a different stage now.
Yeah, what the fuck? What did I take damage from?
Oh my gosh, I do not remember how to do this.
Go to the action stage.
You can also rapid fire A and B. Or whatever
Yeah.
the...
That you can.
Fuck you.
I want to get some health.
Wow, I completely botched that boss.
Ouch.
Let's try a different one. I used to be good at this, but I'm way out of practice.
What the?
Some days it be like that. Ow. Oh, I've got
Okay.
no health now. Oh, now I'm dead.
God fucking hates me.
Oh dear. The sounds feel weak.
Alright, everything's burning.
Okay.
There's lava underneath me. I'm dying in one hit.
Jump. I want that potion. Yeah. Oh god, now I gotta dodge the remainder of the fire here and not be sad in the process. Okay, we're good. Took some damage, but we're good.
I got bit in the crotch again and died. Do I want to try again? No.
Are you going to try again? Yes.
No.
Get. You are boycotting this game. Wait, there is something up there, isn't there? Yeah, I don't know what I picked up, but I have it now. That was health. Actually, oh, I think I picked up a med kit in the trees. Like,
those serve like E-tanks, so...
Oh, yeah. I got 2 of them. I have 2 of them for the boss.
Which is what I should have done. There's a way to avoid those clumps, and I don't remember what that method is.
Oh god.
How do I lower this pterodactyl's...
Oh, I died.
You don't. You just
What?
die.
That's how it be.
I've been shooting at it for quite a while, and I got it down.
So gas cannons actually give you more health from on the Jeep.
Yeah. Not only on the Jeep, but also in the side-scrolling.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. If you can, the more of those you can pick up in the Jeep section, the more health you'll have in the side-scrolling section.
Ah, damn it. I think I'm figuring out how to fight this boss, but... Okay. Damn it. You never seem to jump in time. It looks like it's a case of attack from behind.
I think that's the only way that you can actually hurt it.
Yeah, because I keep attacking it thinking that I'm doing damage to it, but I guess not.
Yeehaw.
Alright, we're gonna use one of these. Alright, I think I got him. Yep, I got the first boss.
Alright.
The Triceratops has been captured. Clear
Nice.
bonus, 13,000 points. Okay, what's the
There
visitor
we
center
go.
for? In the middle.
The boss is...
That's where the final stage
Okay.
is, once you clear the...
Yeah, it wasn't letting me go in there, so I figured that was gonna be where to go at the end. Let's do Velociraptor next. Let's see what happens.
Oh, what?
I want some potions, please. There we go. Keep my health up. Keep it looking pretty.
Did the water droplets in the cave hurt you?
I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Ah, no.
But yeah, the Velociraptor is kicking my ass. I don't feel like I am doing this fight correctly. Because every time I try the last driving stage boss, I could just keep shooting and it would eventually leave me alone. But this one, it just comes at me and I can't do anything about it.
Leaving. Spawns. He does.
Okay. Oh, it's this stage again. Fuck a duck.
Ah,
Oh, right. I was at no health.
trying to gain health, dang it.
Sure, we'll try again. There's no kick me back to the tower screen. Am I stuck to this one? No, I'm not. Okay. Let's try the Brachiosaur then.
Oh, those are spikes. Didn't know. Oh, okay. No.
I will gladly take that health increase. I want to see if I can at least get through a second stage.
Time for something.
Oh, there's the driving stage boss.
All right. That's what I forgot. You can cling to the ceiling.
Oh.
Ah, no.
That might be the thing that I was missing then for the stage I was in. Not knowing that you could cling to the ceiling. I'm guessing it's hold up while...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll have to remember to try that next time I go back to that stage. Ooh, I got a max life bonus of a 1-up.
Nice.
Alright, action stage.
God damn it.
Okay, I'm going to assume you can't swim. I feel like that's a safe assumption.
Oh, that's... Oh, no. That's what you guys meant. By cling to the ceiling.
Yeah, I remember playing this and going, what am I supposed to do here? And then eventually figuring it out.
Actually, you two are in a different stage than I was in, so... Yeah, I'm guessing...
Music.
I'm guessing picking up enough coins, results in getting an extra life.
I think you get an extra continued that way.
Oh, even better.
Ah, fucking...
I guess that would make sense since they do have a C on them.
No!
Oh god. Okay, that was a long drop.
I hate this game.
The game does like handing out lives, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Despite having limited continues and lives, it feels relatively generous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe not generous in the actual stage design, but
Nah.
I think I'm done.
okay, well we're at currently we are at the 15-minute mark.
Take your time. I actually want to see what the reviews are for this system, this game. Or for the game on this system.
Okay, I think I know. I want to get that med kit. I think I know how to. Yeah, like this.
Okami?
What's up?
My headset is dying pretty rapidly. Can you introduce my game?
Sure.
Thank you.
Don't know how long we'll be on this game for. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe we'll suffer with this game long enough for you to be back by then. Did I just go in a circle? I think I did. I'm gonna guess the exit's at the bottom, like, bottom left, bottom right. Probably bottom right. Oh, those steam vents do not damage me. I thought they would. Okay, I've got 3 medkits now. That's... Ooh, 4. Yeah, 4. Okay, so yeah, this game is very generous when it comes to medkits, because I have 4 of them now. Even if I just died. Do I... Yeah, I keep them. Do the medkits come back? I doubt it.
I don't remember.
Well, I just got obliterated, so... I mean, why... Oh, I still have lives. Okay. I'm gonna try to get through this stage, and I think after that we'll go ahead and mercy kill this, if people are feeling done with
Oh
it.
no, I did it.
Okay, well, I guess Acclaim Entertainment and Activision both bid for the rights to produce the Sega Genesis version of Jurassic Park, but they lost to Sega.
Yep. Well, there you go. Okay, do I just keep going this way? Also, I hate these jumpy fucks. Oh yeah, there's the door.
And Doug Napal, the person who created Earthworm Jim, he was the lead artist for this for the development team. Wait, hold
It's
on.
a
No,
bit weird when you're trying to make stuff into 8-bit.
wait, hold on. Master System. That wouldn't happen to be Genesis, would it? Is this Genesis?
This is Master System, what
Yeah,
we're playing.
this is Master System.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
Yeah.
8-bit.
So this is different then. Okay.
Yeah, the
Different game.
the Genesis one is a very different game.
Much harder.
Oh yeah. I would agree with that.
You haven't tried the Game Boy edition.
What about the Game Gear? Oh wait, no, this is the Game Gear.
Game Gear and Game Master System are the same game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that... Well, that is also true, that the Genesis had a bunch of Master System games.
Oh, funny thing. In this game's bad ending, the end credits feature the name of the dinosaurs replacing the staff.
Or rather, I usually think of Genesis games that had Master System downgrades, like Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, for example.
Yeah.
I'm at the boss? I'm at the boss.
That's...
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
What?
The final stage is Tyrannosaurus Rex, unlocked by finishing all levels without losing a life. If the player does lose a life, the T-Rex remains on the loose, infinitely postponing Jurassic Park's grand opening.
What?
What the fuck?
Okay, wow. I didn't remember that.
Okay, I do not know what I'm supposed to do with this boss, because it doesn't look like he's taking damage from my shots. If he is, then the game's just bad at giving me feedback for you're damaging this stupid thing. Do I gotta, like, get on his head or something? No.
I don't remember.
My brain cells are leaking out of my nose just from having this song playing in the background a lot. I'm gonna just...
I have no idea. Alright, I think we're gonna be done with this game then, it sounds like. Alright. Well, when we come back, it'll be time for the last game of the night, which is Starman's game. We'll be back in a bit.
See you guys soon. Fuck this game. Fuck this game.
Oh, you should try the Genesis one.
No. I refuse.
Looks really nice for 8-bit, though.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe that if you lose a single life, you get the bad ending.
Is it a single life or a single continue?
Yeah,
Life.
Life?
Life. That's what I'm reading.
Maybe that's true.
I don't know this game, so I couldn't tell you. I don't usually see games that, getting the true ending means not dying. I've seen some games where it's like, you have to not die, like, X amount of times, but I don't usually see one life runs. Our difficulty is a common one, though.
I'm gonna look at the Chivos and see. Maybe that's one of the Chivos I didn't get on it.
Alright, well, we are back from break, which means time for the last game of the night, which is Starman's game. They're currently stepped away because their headset was dying. So I'm just going to go ahead and read off my DMs with Starman when they sent me this game, which I will quote starting now. So this week, I've got a game courtesy of Irem. from back when mascot platformers were all the rage. Tell me, Okami, how do you feel about Sonic 1 but worse?
No,
That's right.
Sonic 1, but
It's-
worse.
It's Rocky Rodent for SNES.
Oh no.
It's also the game that answers, do all horrible platformer mascots go to heaven? And that ends
No,
my
it
DMs
does.
with Starman.
Uh-oh.
Oops, wrong game.
Oh yeah, it's one of these.
Let's get this loaded up. I played it for a bit, and yeah, that Sonic 1 is not completely inaccurate.
Alright, this is SNES.
Yes, truly, that is the face of our new mascot.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to see.
Kids will love him.
You'll see it on the title screen.
Oh, what the hell? What is that?
So a little bit I could gather from the bit I played of this game is like
It's a
Rocky
rat.
Rodent's power it comes from his hair or something like that.
Oh, bad. Yeah, he looks like he does too much drugs.
Just...
Oh my god.
So that means we need to have our Rocky Rodent, Wally Bear, and the No Gang crossover, right?
God, no.
Why?
Alright, I'm ready when everybody else is.
I'm not ready for this.
I'm
I'll
as
be
ready as
real-
I can be.
Look at the
I can
life counter on the top left. What is that?
I can see why PC devs loved killing off cute, adorable mascot characters. If this is what you were
That's not
getting,
cute.
I think they deserve it.
They had
Alright.
it coming.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rocky Rodent.
Why the fuck does this game exist?
Why not?
I
It has to be alright. It has to be okay at least, right? It's made by it's done by Iron. Irem usually is usually a mark of at least okay quality. Not all the time, but at least some of the time. I mean, Irem is best known for something like, say, R-Type. They're trying to control the whole town.
So we're a rodent who is going up against a mob boss who's kidnapped a diner's daughter so that we can get free lunch.
Sure. It's like
Sorry for the agent.
hey, it's like the ending for Bad Dudes. Going back to that. Let's go for a burger.
It's-
Wait a minute. Let me warn you first. You better set your hair with the hairspray. The magic of your hairdo could save your life. I have
Okay.
grown hair. Oh god. Well,
Interesting mechanic.
that sure is some magic. Alright, let's flip up here next. 1, 2, 3. I think I did a good.
What?
No,
What?
you didn't do it good. You're playing Rocky Rodent.
Well, you're also playing Rocky Rodent.
None of us are doing a good.
No.
I don't like this. Why does he look like he's gonna take a poopy if you go up down?
You what?
He looks like he's trying to take a shit. No, I'm dead. I'm dead serious. This is all.
I can pick up more. Oh, well, there goes my hair.
This is grody.
Yeah, there goes mine too.
Alright, I think that's a continue, right Or a checkpoint, rather. That's what I'm looking for.
What is?
Some sort of arrow I think I passed by earlier. I don't know if it actually is, but... I need... Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I got my hair. I'm getting my hair back.
I didn't know you lost it.
Yeah, I think this game kind of works on, Ghouls and Ghosts-ish
Whoa.
health bar is probably the best comparison. You take a hit and you lose your hair. You take another hit and you die.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just stuck here now. Oh. Okay.
Oh, goodbye.
This is...
You sound like somebody who just learned the secret of the flipping hairdo.
Yeah. Because that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Oh god, looks like this is a running stage. Or more designed for running.
Ow.
Man, if only Duke Nukem got an SNES or an NES port.
I thought he did.
There was a Wolfenstein
No,
one
he
and a Doom one. I don't think there was... There's a, I don't know if it's bootleg or not, but there is a Genesis Duke Nukem.
No, I mean like his original side-scrolling game.
Oh,
Scrub.
For the DOS.
oh, like the original Duke Nukem, not like the FPS Duke
Yeah.
Nukems. I gotcha.
No, like 1 and 2.
I know that I think the second one kind of got a port to the Game Boy Color.
Yeah, it did.
There's always the Gamecom Doom game. But that's another FPS one.
Not that.
I
Is
got
ev-
my hair back, guys.
Because everybody loves the Gamecom.
How long until GameCube Retro Achievements?
Oh dear God. May God have
There's only
mercy.
7 games.
Goodbye, my hair. Goodbye, my life.
Shouldn't I be running or something?
You can hold down the Y button to run.
His hair is so fucking spiky that he breaks some blocks.
And I got run over.
Oh, I want the... Uh-oh.
I can't, okay.
Alright, it is really hard to keep control in this type of stage because you're trying to run on top of cars. So if you gotta turn
Yeah.
back for something, well, you're fucked. It's especially a problem when I'm
What?
trying to jump on the present to, Also, why does this person just have a boxing glove loaded in their trunk?
Reasons.
Do you think we should be questioning cartoon logic?
Right, the game does seem to give you a decent number of continues, though, because I keep trying to get this, bit of hairdo, but I keep being unsuccessful in that. I need to test something else, come to think of it. What happens if I just, like, stand on the car?
What?
Looks like I can...
Okay.
Looks like I can stand on it alright. Okay. I can stand on the car and be fine, but unsurprisingly, when I get on the road, then we start to have problems if I'm not running.
Man, imagine
What
if
the
someone
fuck
had
is
like,
that accuracy?
a tiny little missile in the trunk of their car.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God! I don't need Molotovs. Right, I need to get my hair back.
I should have seen that one coming.
Give me my hairdo back, thank you.
Okay, we sped up for some reason.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Bugger.
I'm starting to get accustomed to this game, so... I guess that's something.
Terrifying thought.
You getting used to a game. That is
Weird.
terrifying.
Weird, right?
Just imagine that if back in the day, this was the game that you decided you wanted to rent for the weekend.
Oh, no, I have a worse idea for you. Think about if this game was, if this mascot was actually very successful and beat out Nintendo's Mario.
Somehow.
Oh, that's a terrifying thought.
That is.
Yeah.
Mario and
It's
Rocky
like a
Rodent at the
demented
Olympic
Mickey
Games.
Mouse.
Mario and Rocky Rodent at the Olympic Games. I don't even want to know that kind of future, dude.
Okay, I may have a more successful run this time around. I'm noticing. I'm noticing all the presents seem to contain hairspray.
Yeah. Looks like that's the only power-up in the game.
Yeah.
And somebody was
no.
very proud of that hairspray animation because, by golly,
Ah,
you're gonna
damn.
watch the whole thing every time.
Yeah, I reached the boss as well. Keeping control of yourself though on the boss is easier
Not
said than
easy.
done. Yeah. Although
Yeah.
it does look like the boss is a checkpoint, which
That's
is
good.
nice.
Oh my god, are you fucking real with me right now? I lost my hairspray because of the goddamn armadillo shell that I threw. I got Koopa'd.
What? Hello?
Oh,
That was
no,
silly.
I lost my hairspray because of the barrels. Another reason not to trust barrels.
Barrels are not
barrel.
to be trusted.
This is why I'm a box, not a barrel.
I'd like to think I can take down this boss.
Dang it.
Trying to land back on the car is not easy though. Oh god.
Ah, fuck.
Nope, damn it. I feel like I was getting better at that boss though. Alright. Well, we gotta start this stage over from the top.
A 5, 6, 7, 8. I found hot beans.
I don't know how many hits the boss takes either. That's another question. Because trying to land a hit and then trying to get into a position where you can land another hit is pretty hard, considering you're also having to juggle running on top of cars
Yeah.
while fighting somebody who's got a machine gun.
And throwing bombs out the trunk.
What the fuck is this
That too.
game?
I think the best quote-unquote strat would probably be to try to avoid getting in front of the car for the boss.
I swear the physics are just ridiculous.
That too. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I got a random speed boost. Alright. Oh, there goes my hair.
Oh, that doesn't look right.
What?
I love the one part of this running stage.
Take a look.
I love the one part of this running stage that you have to go slowly on. That just completely messes with the flow of the stage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Oh, no. I want my hair.
Oh, I think I beat him.
Nice.
Alright, there we go. It's only 3 hits, but doing that's not easy.
Yeah. No kidding. Oh,
Ah, crap. The scrolling's making me space out.
I managed to reach the boss again. I'm gonna be mad when...
This is where I'm gonna have to just keep on right.
Yeah, just keep going right. I'm gonna be mad when my successful run against the boss, I don't take a hit.
There's different hairstyles.
Okay, I'm... Oh god. Oh, I think I got the boss as well. Yeah, I did. I'll give you a ride, boy. Yeah, any more than
no,
3
not the
hits
hot
and
beans.
that boss would be ridiculous.
Hairspray.
Sunset
I finally
Freeway,
played
dude.
downtown.
Not bad.
How many hits does this guy take?
3.
Mini.
Oh, 3. And I got run over.
Yeah.
On my last life.
Oh, there are different hairdos you can get. I have a boomerang hairdo now.
And unfortunately, I
What?
don't think you can tell which one you're gonna get whenever you pick up a spray can.
Okay, there we go. Stairs
Oh,
just
here we
decided to be
go.
weird for a second.
And now there's Ghost. Yes, of course.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
It's got that Iron soundtrack. Because I can hear bits of Super R-Type in there.
Oh, I lost my hair. Wait. What? Well, at least I can get my hair back. Because it looks like the canisters that contain the hairspray respawn.
Yeah.
So, yay for that, I guess. Can I use this as a platform? Is that what they're getting at? Oh, yep, that's what they're getting at. Okay. That makes more sense. As much sense as using your hair as a platform makes.
Of course, it makes all the sense.
yes. Male pattern baldness for rodents.
Okay. I'm learning things about this game. Is there anything else this way? Oh, there's you. I feel like I gotta do something with... Oh, there we go.
I found the run.
Just wouldn't work for a second. Okay,
I
there's...
found the run button.
there's
Finally found the run button.
yeah, you're kind of gonna need that in the second stage. Okay, yeah,
I ran over.
yeah, I found Slimer as well.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with this, actually.
Alright, let's try to get out of here. We just keep going
More
up these
fan of
stairs.
Axe.
I'm gonna assume we can just keep going up these stairs.
Oh no, my hair's gone.
Oh, nope. Gotta go this way.
Ah. I hit the hood. I somehow still died. Damn it.
Okay.
Alright.
Later, boys.
We are going higher in this stage, that's for sure, so... I'm gonna assume higher is better.
Presumably.
Oh, there's a new kind of hair. Well, new as in not what the kind of hair that I had. Oh, there's multiple checkpoints in this stage. Alright. I ran to one checkpoint in the first stage.
Are you fucking real with me?
But right now I'm noticing that for at least these types of stages, like the normal types, you're best off just walking through them instead of trying to run through them. It just seems a lot safer.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair,
Yeah.
is kind of how I prefer to play Sonic games as well, because going fast in something like a Sonic game just seems kind of counterintuitive. Because you're bound to run into a bunch of random traps that the devs set for you.
Yeah, as much as it's about speed, it's also about going slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this hair for
That's
myself.
strange, doesn't it?
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you since I know everything. Seriously.
It's
We just keep walking this way? I'm gonna keep rolling with this. This is great. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. That's not what I was expecting to happen from going the wrong way.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, let's try going up again. Oh god.
Yes, like this.
Alright, well, got some hair back.
I need my hair back as well. Hey, it's the good hair even. I really hope this just isn't a maze, and that's the trick. I'm waiting for you, oh Chandelier. More ghosts.
God damn.
I found the way out. Ghost Apartment 1 cleared. Ugh. Alright. We have to do another... Oh, okay, it's still a normal-ish stage. For now. Okay. I just feel like after I got past the, that second stage, I do feel like I'm starting to make some progress again. And fairly consistent progress at that. Watch the fire.
Ah!
Oh,
This
ow.
game is rude.
It sure is. There more. Oh, it's the boomerang hair again. I found a piano. Oh, is the piano the boss? Oh no, that's. Oh. Oh, I see. I just understood what the game is throwing down here with the piano.
Does it have to do with music and the ghosts?
No, you'll probably see the piano and understand what's going on here. It's another running stage.
Of course it is.
I can't tell what buttons R and A and whatever are.
Oh, that actually isn't too bad of a running section, but at least I was ready for it this time.
Dude, if you're running and you hold down, he actually does a slide on his knees. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
It's better than him getting into position.
Oh god, that's a lot of fire.
An extra point or something? You mean extra life?
God damn you.
Yeah, the ceiling faceplant animation was pretty solid.
You fucking assholes.
Alright, I could switch hair, but why would I? Boomerang hair is just the best hair.
You know, I am posing a very serious question. What would be a better mascot, like, if you had to choose between the two evils? Rocky, Rodent, or Bubsy?
Alright, well, I've got a potential problem on my hands now. I started off this boss by getting hit,
Fuck.
but I don't have my hair. Hopefully it's the golden rule of 3 hits again.
Oh, I see what you meant.
Yep, you're there now as well. And nope, this boss is not 3 hits, that's for sure.
I don't know what I'd choose between the lesser of the evils.
Oh, it's 4 hits, woo.
I guess,
Maybe they gain a hit after every one.
Maybe. Alright, World 2 is done then. I assume that's the end of World 2 anyway.
Huh? Okay, cool.
Well, I'm not in a ghost apartment anymore, so... make your own judgments.
Run!
This stage is very reminiscent, though, of Stage 1, so... So,
Okay, I judge this game to be bad.
You say this game is bad?
Oh, subpar.
yeah, subpar I think is a better way to put it. I wouldn't say it's like horrible to play,
It's not horrible.
but it's also not great. I will say, contrary to how Starman put it, I would probably rather play this than Sonic 1.
That's a bold statement.
I
That
mean,
is a very bold statement.
I was saying Sonic 1 specifically.
You know, to be fair, we haven't had the equivalent of Labyrinth Zone.
Yeah, that's also true.
Oh my god, this really...
Oh.
No, you know what? I think I'm done.
I found the screen nuke. Alright, we'll go to the 25 mark then.
Okay.
Currently at the 23 3/4 mark. Oh no, am I gonna have to... Ah, shit, do I have to go play basketball now? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Well, since this is the last game, I might dip for now.
Oh god. Yep. We gotta...
Simply put bathroom. Let's just say that.
Oh god.
Okay.
No, my food!
So I think I'm gonna stop streaming here.
Sure. I think I figured this out, how this works, a little too late. Now what do I do? Was that just a bonus thing? Motherfucker.
Okay, thankfully I went.
In this game, I feel like I'm making pretty consistent progress overall.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Like, my only big wall so far has been, the second stage. After that, it's been, relatively easy. As long as I
easy, so...
Relatively easy as long as I took it slow. If I was trying to speed through it, I would probably have a lot more problems than I'm having right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and we hit 25 minutes on the clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and first kill it here.
Alright.
And...
Lasted longer than I expected.
I mean, it played alright, so... And continues were also generous, so there wasn't too much risk of having to start back from the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk video games now and what we played for today. We actually played some pretty alright stuff overall this week.
Yeah.
First game of the night was Mech Fight.
Yeah, man, if it was a fighter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, fighter, pretty basic, but it's also an early fighter, so kinda hard to dock it for that, considering how far fighting games have come, since this era. But it's pretty alright.
It's pretty neat.
I could definitely see
easily
Go on.
probably the best fighter on the NES. Granted, that's a very small company, but
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of fighters on the NES. What, Double Dragon B mode?
yeah, pretty much. That, Urban Champion, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters.
Yeah. Unless you want to get into the bootlegs.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Kart Fighter.
Kart Fighter, obviously the best.
Yeah. But no, it's the kind of game I could see, like, having a niche competitive community. I don't know if it does or not, but...
And I gotta admit, I think it's really cute and clever how it uses the same kind of tricks in a way that the Genesis would use, or especially Treasure would use one like the Genesis, to make more complex sprites by basically just forming them out of a bunch of smaller ones.
As made evident with our curry and rice comments earlier.
Yeah.
Alright, game number 2 of the night was Dig Dug 2, Trouble in Paradise.
It was, in fact, Trouble in Paradise.
It's fine, it's a fine arcade game. I don't feel like it's got the same level of charm as Dig Dug, but
what I'm intrigued by with Dig Dug 2, and I'm gonna look this up real quick just to make sure I'm not talking out my ass. Because, so, the site I usually use to grab box art to show on stream, usually displays, what consoles it's on. I was surprised to see how few consoles Dig Dug 2 was on. Like, reading off the Wikipedia page, arcade, NES, Famicom Disk System, SharpX 6 8000, and mobile. And that's it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't the smash success, I feel like. That,
the first one definitely caught on better.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, it also wasn't released in the US, was it? Or
Dig Dug 2 was.
Dig Dug 2.
Dig Dug 2 was? Okay.
Dig Dug 1
The
was
original
not.
one wasn't, for whatever reason.
Yeah. Game number 3, Jumping Flash for PS1.
More fun than I honestly expected.
Yeah.
Although, fuck the confined spaces stages.
Yeah, the confined spaces, it's like you're not playing to your strength here.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's an interesting change of pace, at the very least. Because you go from this, like, first-person platform to something that's kind of more in the line of, like, Doom. In terms of how it feels.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's obvious they put a lot of thought into, okay, how can we make 3D platforming work fairly well, and yeah, they made it work fairly well.
Yeah, I'll need to try Jumping Flash 2 at some point. Alright, game number 4 was Jurassic Park.
For the Master System. I mean, it's okay.
I tried, like, 3 stages. Like, one of the stages I beat, and that one was alright. Another stage, I didn't get far into it because I think they expected you to climb on the ceiling, and that was before I was made aware of that fact, so I didn't really stick with it. And then the other one, I got all the way to the boss without too much problem, but then I could not figure out how to damage the boss because it was not giving me any sort of feedback when I was attacking the boss. So I don't know if I was damaging the boss, if I was doing something wrong. And that sums up my experience with Jurassic Park.
I think it's a pretty decent platformer. It's not the best.
I can somewhat safely say, though, from playing this, that this does seem easier than the Genesis version, because Genesis version's real hard.
A lot of things are easier than the Genesis version.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, one game I would say the Master System version is harder is Altered Beast, having played the Genesis and the Master System versions.
Yeah, I can't argue on that one.
And our last game of the night, Rocky Rodent for SNES.
This is why you should never do drugs, kids.
I mean, it played alright enough. Like,
it started to, you know,
it was described as bad Sonic, but one thing this game does have over Sonic that I think at least works a bit to its advantage here is a dedicated run button, instead of just always going at full speed. I think that works alright here because you don't always want to be going, like, really fast. Sometimes you want to take a stage slowly. But I don't feel like I have to keep, like, slowly tapping the button to inch my way forward like I do in a Sonic game.
Yeah, and, you know, it takes some getting used to. I feel like by the time we ended it, I was like, I was starting to kind of get the hang of how the game played and everything. It's better than I expected, but it may win the award for least appealing mascot character of the 16-bit era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely not.
And this is in the same era that gave us Booger Man.
That's true. Booger Man. What other SNES era mascot platform? Like, terrible 16-bit era mascot platformers. I'm just taking a quick glance through my shelf and seeing if any stick out. I mean, of course, there's Bubsy.
Yeah,
What else?
headphone.
Mohawk and headphone jack.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of my Genesis games are kind of obscured from view for me. But yeah, there's been some stinkers when it comes to the mascot platformers.
Awesome Possum.
Awesome Possum, yep. Impossible.
Yeah.
Anyway. Rankings. I know Anon usually likes to type his out. I don't know if Starman is back on voice or not. So I guess I'll go through my rankings. We'll go best to worst. I would put Jumping Flash at the top easily. I would probably put Mech Fight in second. I would put Rocky Rodent in the middle. I'd put Dig Dug 2 in fourth, and I'd put Jurassic Park in last. Nothing that was really like a, oh god, please end this game now, to me, in this list. But I definitely have my favorites over some of the others.
That's understandable.
Toon, your list?
I'd probably put Jurassic Park at the bottom. It's just not fun for me. It's just like God hates me. It's like the one thing that really bugs me is one section. It's like, yes, I got through one of the lightning, and then another one comes down and hits me. Really? Next up, I would say Rocky Rodent is fourth. It's an interesting game, but the character, I'm not sure charm is the right word.
It has its fans, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, so does
Ugly
Bubsy.
cute.
Okay, what's your third then?
Honestly, for second and third, it's between Mech Fight and Dig Dug 2. Dig Dug 2 is fun, but it's also repetitive.
I don't think Dig Dug 2 is as good as Dig Dug 1, personally.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's
It's kind of
prefer.
hard to beat the classic though.
I much
Yeah.
prefer Dig Dug 1, but I have also played a lot more of Dig Dug 1.
Does Annoyed count for what, Pixie? Also, for first,
Jumping Flash.
Jumping Flash. It's fun, but again, I really don't like the confined spaces.
Yeah, but the open stage platformer stages work pretty alright.
Oh yeah.
Alright, Veritasu,
Alright.
your rankings?
I think at the bottom I'm gonna put Rocky Rodent. It's serviceable as a platformer. It got better as I still think that second stage is just terrible. But it, you know,
It's
although
def-
it's
I'm gonna say that second stage is definitely the hardest of the stages I got to. There might be harder later on in the game, but that second stage is definitely the hardest one up to the point I got to. The piano was a entertaining gotcha.
yeah. It just still amazes me that somebody designed that character and said, "Yep, that's gonna be the new mascot."
This is, and Ivram also gave us characters like Kiko Cubicle.
Yeah. So, I mean, they could make good ones. Whatever. Anyway, fourth, I think, is going to be Dig Dug 2. It's fun, it's enjoyable, but it's an arcade game and it gets pretty repetitive pretty quick. But, you know, it's fun for what it is. I'm going to put Jurassic Park in third. Maybe it's because I've played it, I've had more time with it, so I've kind of... It's a game that I think once you play it a few times and you kind of learn how the game plays and what to expect, I think it improves, but yeah, it's a little rough right out of the gate. Second, I think I'm gonna put Mech Fight. It's fun. I really like the way that they do the characters. It flows well. It's it's probably the best beat 'em up on the NES, or 1 versus 1 fighting game on
A fighting
the NES
game.
anyway.
Fighting game's probably more accurate. Since in the beat 'em up territory, we've got games like Double Dragon. Double Dragon
Yeah.
2 is pretty alright.
Yeah, you'd have a hard time beating things like Dragon 2. But number 1's Jumping Flash. I'd seen the game. I knew it was a Mario 64 platformer, and darn it if they didn't manage to not only create a game that plays pretty well in that early PS1 era, but also has a whole lot of charm to it. It's just oozing with personality and charm, and it by golly, it's good.
Alright. I'm actually curious. I'm looking up something. Hold on. Okay. I was curious by how much Jumping Flash predated Mario 64. So Jumping Flash was end of April of 1995. Mario 64 was June of 1996.
So it predates SM64.
Yeah, by by a little over a year.
I mean, that would have been. I think didn't the PlayStation launch in 95? Wait, did it launch in 94 or 95?
PlayStation 1, December 3rd, 1994.
Oh, wow.
So just barely inside 94.
Yep. Alright.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the home run as far as I'm concerned for something that early.
Yeah. Alright. What do people have going on? I think Veritasu of the 3 guests is the only one on voice currently.
Yep, I believe so.
Well, I've still playing through an RPG that was recommended to me, a little indie RPG called and I can't remember the name of it every single time. So,
It happens.
give me 1 second. Weird and unfortunate things are happening. Kind of a weird, but pretty good hybrid of like Earthbound and Silent Hill. And it's proven to be a lot of fun, so I'm going to be playing that some more tomorrow. And then I'm also working through Metroid Fusion, and I've been digging back into Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I don't know if I'll keep doing that or something else, but that's what I've been doing, and that's what I'll continue to do.
Tune you.
I don't know, I'm thinking about streaming more Picross, but for the time being, I'm just kind of relaxing. I have to work on some emotes, because I have more. I have more slots.
And I feel that I ended up earlier this week working on putting up some more Twitch emotes, both for followers and for subs. So I'm glad the oh my god image from Valis 3 is now a Twitch emote of mine.
Oh my god.
And that makes me real happy. Like here I have it here. Yeah, this one. This one.
I'm gonna be getting animated slots pretty soon too.
Yeah. I'll throw
that's amazing.
I'll throw the emote I'm talking about in Twitch chat as well.
That's
also
amazing.
I almost forgot to put in that command. There you go. But for my streams tomorrow, I've got another Mr. Triathlon match. I'm up against some girl. And there's actually going to be another match going on at the same time as ours between Polterghost and known mystery player Andy, AND4H. So the four of us are going to be playing some set of 3 games, and it's going to be exciting and also a bloodbath. So I'll see you all later.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.